as Cabrera committed. Jeff Kellogg said he went, and the count 0-2.
You know, another thing too, Tony, that I give credit to Jack McKeon for. These young players don't complain a lot.
No, they don't.
They leave that up to him.
Rink down the left field line. That's going to skip on that grass and up against the fence. Cabrera wants two. Bonds up and throwing, and it's offline. He's got himself a walk-in double. Second two-base hit off Williams for the Marlins today. Let's go to the studio for an update. Here's Carl Ravitch.
Dave, San Francisco draws first blood. So do the New York Yankees. Hideki Matsui, upper tank. It's a two-run shot, and the Yankees are on top of Kyle Lohse on his birthday by a score of 2-0. Go back to Florida. We'll keep you posted.
And back here in Florida, the Marlins trying to get on the scoreboard here themselves. A leadoff double by Cabrera. And Tony, I know you like his swing a lot.
Yeah, 0-2 there, too. And,
last at bat, he had a horrible at bat. He struck out with the bases loaded.
Make an adjustment, Dave, because all Hurt just did was throw fastballs on the outer half of the plate.
Line drive to the right, base hit. Rodriguez rounding third. Cruz throwing home. It comes through. He's safe. He scores. Here comes another run. Lee trying to score. He's in, standing up. They forgot all about him. 2 runs home, 7-5 Florida. He's allowed 3 runs so far on the 3-run home run here by Pudge Rodriguez. And that ball blistered into left center field, and Cabrera has tied the game. A 3-run home run by Rodriguez, a game-tying solo shot from Miguel Cabrera.
So much for Beckett's beating up the dugout bench.
It worked.
Tied up.
It worked. To me, the worst sign for Zambrano is all the balls that are being hit in the air. When he's going good, he gets people to beat the ball into the ground, the sinking fastball. There are too many balls being hit hard in the air. Look at that. Great swing, great quickness inside. He's not able to get in on these guys, and he's missing out over the plate on the inner half. Around a Cubs ball club that has a chance to come back and win Game 7, and you certainly have a momentum builder for the Florida Marlins if they hang on and win this one.
Grounded and through the hole into left field, a base hit for Miguel Cabrera. He reached on the air by Alex Gonzalez in that 8-run 8th inning. Carl Pavano, just an excellent effort tonight.
Lead off in foul territory. If the ball hits you, you are not out.
In the air, deep left center field, and the 20-year-old Cabrera has given the Florida Marlins a 3-0 lead in the opening inning. An 0-2 pitch went for the triple. A 1-2 pitch goes for the home run.
You can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, Tom. 20 years old, started the season in Double-A. Where's the location of the pitch? He wanted it up. That was down around his ankles, and he golfed it out of here. That really wasn't that bad a pitch. It was not where Miller wanted it, but that thing was off his shoe tops when he hit it out of here.
Sometimes we pitchers or players in general.
Cabrera fights it off to the right side, and the Florida Marlins take the lead in Game 3. Back. He goes to right here. Rodriguez will come to the plate as Garcia dropped it and now hold. Cabrera goes back to first. First, Guillen held Rodriguez, then saw Garcia drop it, tried to restart him, but Rodriguez held at third.
So going to right once again, a slider from Mussina, and the ball off the heel of the glove of Kareem Garcia. This is the situation where a third base coach can bring the runner around and then determine whether to send him or not, depending on what Garcia does in right field.
Garcia made to his lineup for this game 4 was to shift Conine up to the 5 spot. He's on deck, and slide Derek Lee down to 7. Into right field. Back is Garcia at the wall. Home run, Cabrera. 2-0 Florida. Remember that first pitch up and in? The 20-year-old just showed tremendous strength going out to right.
The first home run of the World Series for the Marlins and Cabrera. You're exactly right, Joe. There is nothing that makes the hitter feel better than being knocked off the plate and then hitting a home run. Nothing.
Good pitch on the outside corner. The Yankees will have Matsui, Posada, and Nick Johnson in their half of the 8th. Dontrell Willis again getting loose. Cabrera breaks his back, gets a base hit to center. First of the night.
The 1-1. Cabrera back up the middle and a base hit. Austin Jackson will score the run as Cabrera delivers in the clutch. A 1-out RBI single for Miguel Cabrera.
2 balls and a strike. Ripped into left, another base hit. Back-to-back hits for Detroit. And the Tigers have 2 on with 1 out here in the first inning. And C.J. Wilson's got to be thinking, oh, here I go again.
He just keeps his hands inside the ball so well. Cutter in that he just drops his hands inside. He doesn't pull it foul, and he gets the barrel on it.
And he sets up an RBI opportunity, Terry, for a guy that you had with the Red Sox a year ago, Victor Martinez. And Victor, after signing a deal here with Detroit, has driven in 100.
You know, we're all in it together, and it's really a good feeling to know that you got, 25 guys on your roster that love you like a brother.
Here's a shot into center field. It sounded good off the bat. This ball is off the wall. Hamilton got a little too close, and it's a double with 1 out for Miguel Cabrera. And CJ will let you go with this. Are you going to tweet about this experience at some point during the...
So if you're going after him, that's a place to do it.
Down the right field line. This ball is fair. Jackson scores. Santiago is held. And the Tigers lead it 2-1. Cabrera, then Don Kelly. And even though Benoit's getting loose, Pfister is just over the 90 pitch mark. Pfister has been in total control. Total. That is hammered in the air to left. Watch that thing fly. 5-1. Third homer of the night for Detroit. Make make a big ballpark look small. Can he ever?
That ball was crushed. Looks like a fastball on the outside.
He's approaching what Leland thought was his pitch limit tonight. He's thrown 113 pitches. Leland has no confidence in Al Albuquerque, and both Joaquin Benoit and Valverde as closer are unavailable. With the Tigers down 3-1. Here's the 1-1. That hits the bag. A break for Detroit. Over the head of Beltre. Rounding third is Rayburn. Tigers lead 3-2.
You talked about Beltre, who most assuredly turns a double play if he gets the right hop. But for once in this series, the hop goes to the Tigers as the ball hits the bag and bounces over Beltre's head. Just fair.
Right field, the ball carries at the wall. It is gone. Miguel Cabrera with a home run the opposite way, and it's 1-0 Tigers. That is right where the ball jumps in this park, and it had just enough on it to get out. And the Tigers strike first in Game 6.
Ron Washington saying it's a wonder Cabrera isn't walked 200 times a year intentionally. With the count 1-1, he gets the count 1-2 and fouls off some tough pitches until he gets the ball out over the plate. Tremendously strong the other way to put the Tigers on the board.
His third of this postseason. Just out of the reach of Nelson Cruz and a fan. First World Championship. That ball is pounded into left center field, back at the wall, and it's his second of the game. Into the bullpen to make it 15-5.
That should count for 2. My gosh. Hanging breaking ball from Mike Adams. And I mean, did Cabrera ever unload on that?
And even the Rangers fans behind the dugout applaud this as Cabrera comes back to the bench, just smoking that breaking ball. Ron Washington has nothing but respect.
Even this theory, Jim, the two guys hitting in front of them, Austin Jackson and Omar Infante, maybe become the most important Tigers on the lineup sheet tonight.
I think so. You're not going to shut down Cabrera and Fielder all the time.
That's headed into the left center field gap. Extra bases for Miguel Cabrera in the home half of the first.
And there's the advantage of facing him with nobody on base instead of producing a run.
For the season, more balls, and that one's headed into the gap again. Before we can even finish the thought, Cabrera's aboard with his second double in as many at-bats today.
Well, here's Here's how Tommy Malone went at Cabrera. That pitch misses off the plate. He said you got to pitch him high and hard or low and slow. Falls to 3-0. Get that in. There's one that he takes, and again, too much of the strike zone. They might as well play Coco Crisp over there because that's where he's going to hit that high fastball.
Into center field. A base hit. Infante to third. And the Tigers can win it with a fly ball. When you keep him in the ballpark, he's a problem.
You know, it's easy to say that was a lucky hit, but it's because with 2 strikes, Cabrera is not going to try to do something he's not capable of doing. And he got a hanging breaking ball right there. That was not the pitch Belfour wanted to make. Just a breaking ball that Cabrera could make contact with.
Cabrera 1 for 7 in his career against Balfour. 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Cabrera lines it into right field. A 1-out single for Miguel Cabrera, and the tying run will come to the plate in Prince Fielder.
Anytime you have these two back to back, you're in a ball game. Cabrera gets his first hit of the night, a fastball, and he just needs to get on base. He's great to the opposite field, took that fastball and shot it through the hole on the right side. It looks like Bob Melvin is going to give Griffin a chance to retire Cabrera and then go to the pen.
This is to shallow center. Crisp had started back, now comes in and can't catch it. Neither can Drew. First move for Crisp was back, and that one falls in shallow center field, and Cabrera aboard at first base. Apparently reacting to perhaps the swing by Cabrera.
Yeah, and that has been the case throughout this series. Big swing. It's off the end of the bat. And Coco, watch his reaction here as he broke back, and that cost him again. You see the big bat in the middle of the order. Cabrera and Fielder, and Coco.
The Triple Crown winner. First and 67, Miguel Cabrera. Swinging at the first pitch, gets it past Rodriguez at third, and Cabrera's aboard.
One of the things you won't see against the right-handed pitchers of the Yankees is you won't see this pull conscious of the hitters. The right-handed hitters are going to wear out the side of the diamond where A-Rod and Derek Jeter are. Bad hop there, no chance for A-Rod.
Well, here's Prince Fielder.
Hitting the ball to the right side, but the Yankees are not allowing it. They are just throwing every pitch on the inside corner and running it in on the hands of Cabrera.
Cabrera ranking among the top in multiple offensive categories, including hitting with runners in scoring position. 356 was the 4th best mark in the American League. He's got Barry out there at second for him with nobody out here in the 7th.
You know, in the month of September, or September 1st on, when he was making the push for the Triple Crown, no one was much better than Cabrera. Batted .400 with runners in scoring position.
Sometimes you go out and talk to the catcher and you feel good about something, and then he gets back behind the plate and you're on the mound and you go, wait a minute. I don't know if let's talk one more time.
Well, 1-2. Slapped into right field. Swisher charging. Barry will be held up at third. They're at the corners with nobody out.
For those of you at home that may or may not know how to play ping pong, when you sit back and you just kind of use the paddle, that's what he does at the plate. Just sits back, flicks it. He's not in a hurry. He doesn't get his body out in front, and he's got a wide open spot to right field. That's the first pitch he's had to go that way, to your point.
That's why he's the best right-handed hitter in the game, because he's been rushed inside the entire series for these 2 games. He gets 1 pitch away, 1 in the first 2 games, and he gets a line drive to right field.
You see Gene Lamont put up the stop sign.
Sam Holbrook, the first base umpire, with the correct call. You also keep that space that you talked about between first and second open for Cabrera.
This inning began with back-to-back strikeouts. And then a lot has happened since then. Tigers padding their lead as Cabrera goes the other way. And it's 3-0 Detroit. Talked about him using the whole field. Second hit to the opposite field today. And this one scores a run.
I mean, he's just so dangerous. He sits there to get.
The 2-2. That ball was hit to center. Granderson on the run. He won't get there. Quentin Berry is around third. He will score easily. And Cabrera standing at second with a run-scoring double. Detroit 2-0.
Again, that ball never got in the air. That was a missile. That just kept going right here on Granderson.
Just by far the best hitter in the game. He has the ability to take a ball that's inside and shoot it to right center, but he just doesn't hit it to right center. He drives the ball. Granderson playing shallow, like you talked about before, John. He can't catch up to the way the ball flies off the bat of Cabrera. Most hitters, when they swing the bat, they have a certain sound. Cabrera's sound off the bat, much different.
The RBI leader strikes again.
To get.
The 2-2. That ball was hit to center. Granderson on the run. He won't get there. Quentin Berry is around third. He will score easily. And Cabrera standing at second with a run-scoring double. Detroit 2-0.
Again, that ball never got in the air. That was a missile. That just kept going right here on Granderson.
Just by far the best hitter in the game. He has the ability to take a ball that's inside and shoot it to right center, but he just doesn't hit it to right center. He drives the ball. Granderson playing shallow, like you talked about before, John. He can't catch up to the way the ball flies off the bat of Cabrera. Most hitters, when they swing the bat, they have a certain sound. Cabrera's sound off the bat, much different.
The RBI leader strikes again. Well, here's Cabrera. 0 for 2. Fly out to left and a fly out to right. And that ball is drilled to left. No doubt about it.
They have tried to pitch Cabrera in this entire series. They have been doing a great job at it, but you just knew that someone was going to miss one time inside, and it's CC Sabathia here.
Yeah, I was just going to say the starters as a whole had a great game plan. They've executed it. One bad pitch over the middle of the plate. That's why this guy is so good. But the starters have done what you needed to do to keep him from hitting the ball over the fence. Until that pitch. Well, again, he just sits there and smokes it, and you see everybody right away. They're not doing the wave. We have seen their slugger do this quite a few times in this park.
They moved the fences in a few years ago. No need for Cabrera.
get the feeling there are 47,000 pitching coaches pulling for Zito in this ballpark.
Back in watching a 2-2 pitch. Runner at third, 1 out. And a fly ball into center. That ball's going to drop for a hit. Tigers are on the board, and it's Cabrera who delivers their first run of the night. A double, a fly out to center, and now the AL's Triple Crown winner, Miguel Cabrera, makes it a 5-run game.
Good 2-strike hitter. And Pagan in center field has to respect his power, of course. 44 home runs on the year. So he's playing deep. And the Tigers score.
1 ball, 1 strike. On the big bat, Miguel Cabrera. And a fly ball into right. Back at the wall. This ball is gone. It just kept carrying. The Triple Crown winner has given the Tigers their first lead of this World Series. 2-1.
There is no doubt about it. The wind helped that ball a lot. It's supposed to be 50-mile-an-hour gusts tomorrow night.
Plenty of room behind the plate if a ball gets away. Seems like seats have gotten closer and closer to home plate over the years, but there's some space back there for the ball to bounce around. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Left side, base hit. And it's 2 on with 1 out here in the first inning for the Tigers.
Triple Crown winner, when you get ahead of him, it's not like getting ahead of most batters. Curveball for a strike. Fastball swings through. Now it's 0-2. You think you got him? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good play by Posey.
Hunter on the elbow. An auspicious start for Colon.
Colon pitched very well down the stretch. As we mentioned, he was 4-0 in his last 4 starts. But he has had trouble with this lineup. The lineup tonight for Detroit is at .324 against him with 7 home runs. Everybody up and down the order has good numbers against Colon.
2 on, nobody out here for the Tigers in the first. Here's Miguel Cabrera. This is back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Austin Jackson being waved around, and the Tigers will strike first. Just like that, they jump on top 1-0.
Well, everybody's looking fastball. There's no surprise right here, and everybody's worried about what's going to happen with Cabrera. What kind of is he going to have any power? It doesn't matter. He's a great hitter. He's a fastball right between
in the majors,
including the first pick, Garrett Cole of the Pirates.
This is into left center field, and a base hit from Miguel Cabrera. Over his Cespedes to play it, but it's a 2-out single for Miguel Cabrera, first base runner of the night.
We've only seen 1 curveball tonight. You saw Jackson punching out on it, but all fastballs, and Cabrera knows what to do with the fastball regardless how hard you throw it.
Yeah, it doesn't take him long to get up to.
Cabrera lines it into right field. A 1-out single for Miguel Cabrera, and the tying run will come to the plate in Prince Fielder.
Anytime you have these two back-to-back, you're in a ball game. Cabrera gets his first hit of the night, a fastball, and he just needs to get on base. He's great to the opposite field, took that fastball and shot it through the hole.
Before you're saying, you got to throw the ball in on Cabrera. The sinker's real biting down and in, but we've seen more fastballs away approach to him.
Yeah, I believe they just don't think he can drive it out of the park that way, and they missed inside, and he gets a base hit. Boat was set up on the outside corner. Straley missed all the way across the plate, and Cabrera didn't miss that one.
So a 2-out single here for Cabrera.
See a mistake by Straley. He just threw him a high fastball to get his eye level up. Then he threw him a kind of a backup slider. The ball's down, but Cabrera doesn't miss anything. You'll just take a base hit right now from Cabrera.
Gives Prince Fielder a chance to come up here with a man on. Fielder has been aboard twice. He was struck with a pitch in the second inning. Drives this deep and far to left field. Back goes Cespedes onto the track at the wall. It is gone. A 2-run home run for Miguel Cabrera, and the Tigers strike first on top 2-0. 44 home runs during the regular season, his first of this postseason, and the Tigers jump on top 2-0.
And Buck, you just said it. They've been pitching away. They finally come in, and that's where a ball that he can get to and leave. And that is a huge home run. It's been a long time since he's left the ballpark. It couldn't come at a better time for Detroit.
This pitch inside is one that he can use his hands on. Here's the pitch sequence. They work him away, down out of the strike zone, and then try to sneak one by him. You can't sneak a fastball by Cabrera. They had so much success away, but they get a fastball inside, and he can use his hands, and he's big and strong, and just drills it out of the ballpark.
So 11 shutout innings for Gray, and it comes to an end here in the 4th inning after the 1-out single to Torrey Hunter. Miguel Cabrera.
He can do it better than anybody in the game. He might be able to do it better than anybody I've ever seen.
That is a rocket into left field. It bangs off the wall on one hop. Cabrera can't run really at all, and even though it squirted a bit away from Daniel Nava, it's just a 2-out single. This was a laser.
It went out faster than it came in. We talked about how Lester is throwing the ball hard. Cabrera with just a tracer to left field.
It just points out when you watch Nava, who's used to here's a 1-0 from Buchholz. High fly ball into left. Back at the wall, and it's gone. Home run, Miguel Cabrera. Cold, heavy air or not, Cabrera had enough to get it over the monster in left. And it's 2-0 Tigers here in the 6th.
He did that 44 times in the regular season. 44 homers. Last year's Triple Crown winner. Lethal at the plate. A high breaking ball. We talked about it earlier, looking at Cabrera loosen up before the game. He just looked different.
He's now hit it 19 straight. The home run to left, followed by the double to left in what is now a 2-0 game. Here's the home run hit by Cabrera.
You know, the 37-foot high wall has not come into play in either game. Cabrera taking advantage of the dimensions. And Fielder did the same thing.
In a 2-0 game here in the 6th inning. Counts 0-2 on Cabrera. Runner at second, 2 out. Into center field. That's a base hit. Hunter will score without a play, and it's 5-0 Detroit.
Detroit shut out last night, going for the throat this evening.
The eye of the night. Now runner at third, 2 out. Cabrera grounds right side, base hit.
7-0 Tigers. All 7 runs on the record of the starter, Jake Peavy.
Cabrera had 137 RBIs this year, and he has 2 in this game.
Well, this postseason would get the ball. So who knows what's in store for this series when we go to Fenway. Another 3-2 pitch to Cabrera. That is a shot into left center field. Ellsbury won't get there. And the Tigers are on the board. It's 4-1.
Watch this. Good pitch. That was the curveball that he fouled off. And Lester comes back with the fastball. That was not a good pitch. Hammered to left center field. Cabrera did that 137 times during the regular season. Drove in a run, and he drives in Detroit's first run tonight.
And now this. And it's 2 on with nobody out as Cabrera has his first hit of the night.
After fouling off that first high fastball, Buchholz again upstairs. He doesn't foul that one off. I think we're going to see Morales.
And we are. Here comes John Farrell. Second visit of the inning. Franklin Morales will enter to deal with Prince Fielder. The Tigers still waiting for Prince to get in on the run-scoring fun. A nice hand for Clay Buchholz as he exits. Up 1-0.
He's on the move to stay out of the double play. 2 outs, nobody on. A 2-run Baltimore lead with Miguel Cabrera at the plate. Drive right center field. That ball's hammered way back, and it's gone. A home run. Miguel Cabrera, a solo shot, and it's a 1-run game again. Boy, now how big is that double play looking?
Just about to say all he can do is make it 4-3. Well, he did.
He knows what he was looking for. That same slider.
A flick of the wrist, and it changes it for Buck Showalter. He's going to go get O'Day, and he's going to ask his closer, Zach Britton, to give him a 4-out save here tonight. Changes it here in Baltimore. Now a 1-run game, a flick of the wrist, and Cabrera launches to deep right center field to make it 4-3.
How frightening is that? You know, Cabrera in this ballpark stays back. Slider, not a very good slider. He stayed right there, but he just flicks this ball over the right center field fence. And if he played this ballpark, it would be a joke. I don't know how you get him out.
I don't either. He's so fun to watch and so good.
25 home runs during the regular season, 109 RBIs. O'Day knows that his.
You know, he's thrown more off-speed stuff this year, last year, or the year before, like almost 75% fastball.
A little flare to right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. So Cabrera just reaches out, serves one to right. And one of the greatest hitters in the game currently, and maybe of all time, just continues to hit.
And you think, okay, we got to work this guy away. We've got to try to limit his power. Well, you saw against O'Day last night how he can drive the ball the other way. He just took another pitch away to the opposite field. So then all of a sudden you think, well, let's see if we can come in on him. Well, you better be careful if you come in, because you'll hit it a mile.
You're just good with a base hit. You're good to go. That's cool. He's thrown more off-speed stuff this year, last year, or the year before, like almost 75% fastball.
And a little flare to right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. So Cabrera just reaches out, serves one to right. And one of the greatest hitters in the game currently and maybe of all time just continues to hit.
And you think, okay, we got to work this guy away. We've got to try to limit his power. Well, you saw against O'Day last night how he can drive the ball the other way. He just took another pitch away to the opposite field. So then all of a sudden you think, well, let's see if we can come in on him. Well, you better be careful if you come in because you'll hit it a mile.
You're just good with the base hit.
Yes.
You're good to go. That's cool.
He's challenge. There's a crew chief review on a boundary call. So Brad Ausmus still has a managerial challenge in his pocket that he can use. It's Cabrera launches. That had the sound. That is way back. Jones on the run, and it's off the wall. Hunter on his way to third will stop there. Cabrera lumbers into second and is just safe. A ringing double by Miguel Cabrera. Bangs it off the center field fence, and the Tigers are in business here in the fourth.
Just the wrong part of the ballpark. You see this ball. Look how high this ball is. I think it's a high changeup. This ball is about letter high, and he drives this ball. I thought the ball's gone. I thought everything he hits like that is out of here. Hits halfway off the fence, and he had to get on his horse to get to second base. You think about it.
Now watch him. He'll try to slap the ball out of Scope's glove.
Cabrera, that was that beautiful double play started by Flaherty to Scope. And that's a bullet into left field. Cabrera with a base hit. And first and second, the Tigers trying to tack a few on here in the eighth inning. 2 on, nobody out. Third hit of the game for Miguel Cabrera.
Well, he's dropped down to 96, so you guys are getting around on him a little better. But you're not going to throw the ball by Miguel Cabrera. He is a monster.